they do.
I love sheep.
Right, I'm not sure if Adam's going to be joining us. I've just sent him a text to see if he's going to be here. Uh, Steve's running a little bit late, so he'll jump on as soon as he can. But we'll begin with saying hello, everybody. How you all doing?
I'm alive.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's always a bonus. So we left off last session with you all at around about midnight, just about to descend into the sewers on the edge of the old town. The rain is pouring down and the cloud cover is low. You can't. The moon's obscured by the cloud, and the streets down here are relatively quiet as most of the dock workers have left and headed home. And the only people down here are possibly the remnants of dock workers that live close by in the old part of town, or maybe warehouse workers that guard the wares for the merchants and for the abbey and the various people in town. Ahead you can see in the darkness the old castle walls. The parts of it has fallen and crumbled down. Most of the roof to the structure has also collapsed inwards, leaving it open to the elements. The streets, there are a few houses here and there, but most of the buildings are in ruin, unoccupied husks from when the lake had flooded and wiped out most of the old town about 30 to 40 years ago. And before you is a iron barred gate with a padlock. And just beyond it you can see stairs leading down into the darkness, ending at a steel door with a padlock on the outside, or a lock, should I say, that you can lock from both ways. I'll unpause the game.
I'll whip out the key I got from the master sewerman and see if it fits the lock.
So you descend down the stairs, and you notice that the stairs are slippery. And you...
I'm going to tread carefully.
Okay, you go down carefully, yeah, good idea. Crag, it's a little bit tight down here, mate, for your huge hulking form. It's not really been built for ogres, but with a squeeze, and with the help of the slimy algae on the walls, you managed to inch your way down these stairs.
I'll wait for you to clear the bottom of the stairs first.
Yep.
Just in case.
The key operates the door, and it opens inwards to a room that's around about 10 meters long by 5 meters wide. In here you can see a table that has spare lamp oil, spare Davidge lamps, and spare armour, weapons, and other general equipment here for the sewer jacks. It's like a ready room. They come down here and prepare or restock. There is actually a restock of bolts and arrows. You also find a chest that within it has a couple of healing drafts, some healing poultices, and fresh bandages, just in case of emergencies. And there's a little note, as though not many people can read all right. There are notes here and there saying, please resupply if used, and things like that. Hey, we got a Henry. There's another door.
I did say I was going to be late.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see it, mate. There's another door leading out of the room. It's also made of steel and locked as well.
I'll whip out the same key and see if it fits this door.
Yes, it does. Are you locking the door you've just come through?
I'll lock the gate that we came down, yeah.
Okay, but not
I'll
the door.
re-padlock that.
Yeah. Okay, as you head back up Dremlock, I'd like you to make a perception roll, please.
Perception. To unlock, where have you gone? There you are. Perception.
Nice.
Yes.
Very nice. You get to the top and you look out through this over the streets as you close in the gate, and you lock it. And as you're locking it, you happen to look up, and you see that same shadowy figure, humanoid, stood nonchalantly leant against a corner of a building in the rain with his hood up, and the faint glow of a cigar in the shadows of his hood, and you can see smoke rising, and he blows it out, throws the remnants of the cigar on the floor, crushes it under his boot, turns and walks away.
The whole time he's doing that, I'm just holding my middle finger up to him.
Okay. Yep.
There we go. And I just walk back down.
Okay. You head
Well,
back.
Looks like we're being followed. Business as usual.
Oh, I like being followed.
I was going to leave this door open for, quick escape and all that, but I'll keep it locked as well.
Can't not get rid of this clock.
I think we should let a stalker in.
What was that, Nicholas?
I said I think we need to let our stalker in.
Oh. If he's determined, he'll follow us, either way.
I just want to be friends.
Oh. Maybe offer him a cigar next time. He seems he likes to smoke.
Okay, I'm going to use cigars, but I will buy some when I get to the shop.
Alright, well, onwards.
If you're ready to go onwards, yeah. You open the door that leads down into the actual sewers itself. You can hear the running water below you as you start to descend these stone stairs. Again, they are covered in a slimy algae kind of mould covering. These aren't. This area hasn't really been built by dwarves. You can tell this, Dremlock and Henry, as you descend down into the sewers. These were built by human hands, very crude by dwarven standards, but functional all the same. You descend down and come out into a relatively large open area before you actually got to step out onto the walkway that goes up or down the sewer. Here you see the familiar figure of the sewer jack sergeant that you met earlier this day, or yesterday, in the office, and he kicked most of you out. As you approach, he turns, and you see his two dogs with him, and he says, "Watcha? I see you made it then."
Just about. Weather tried to kill us, other than that. We made it.
Sorry about before. I was a bit brash, but it was an act. To keep my men safe and to keep you guys safe too. I know of what you speak. I've seen them with my own eyes.
Well, lead on.
I was hoping you'd say that. Last time I was down in these parts, I lost my team. I think it's about time for some payback.
Aye, aye.
Where do you want to be going?
You're right, Daisy.
Ah,
He calls to the dogs.
well, I say we, rather than heading into the heart of the nest, if you know loosely where they're based, we'll try and go in from the outside, sort of circle our way in.
Yeah, that's just the thing. I don't know where they are. I just need a team to help me. And the guys I got, they're good guys, but they're not well trained. He looks and he spots your uniform, Nicholas. And he goes,
Oh,
Nuln City, eh? I served there for a
Yeah.
while. Were you in the guard during the riots from the Skaven that attacked the engineers college?
That definitely was.
No, it's what made you join in the first place. Right?
Oh no, okay, that's it. No, that was another thing. No, but that's why I joined.
Yeah. Ah,
Bloody
good.
thing.
Yeah, that was a terrible night.
I know, so many people died.
Do you know that I served with the two mercenaries that's known as Gotrek and Felix that night? Or for those few weeks at least anyway, before they had to move on. Good fellows. I don't believe a word of it, what they say about them though. The crimes that they're supposedly committed. But,
What crimes did they commit? I didn't hear this.
well, apparently there's a bounty on their head in Outdoor for starting a riot during the window tax.
Oh,
But anyway, they're good lads. They joined us for a while in the sewers. And after the trouble down there, I decided to move on. I came here, hoping for a bit of a quieter life at the end of my career. Looks like I'm not going to get that, does it?
no, but quite boring.
Yeah. Well, sometimes quiet's good. But anyway, I'm not quite sure where this nest is. I just know that I think they're operating from the old town. So
That'll be further south, right?
yeah, it gets out his map, and you realise it's the same map as yours. He's drawn it. It's exactly the same. So you have entered around about here on the map. And he says we can either go up into the new town or go further down. Which way?
Well, no, you said into the old town. Do we not want to go like? I thought this was where the rough part was.
That's where the old town is. Yeah, where not many people are.
Pulsates now. Oh, that's
Yeah.
new. Pop, pop, pop.
And also, if
Yeah,
you
110.
if you do that, it'll show a location as well. So
Do
shift.
what?
If you hold shift and then press, it'll actually put an arrow.
Maybe just for you, Rob. Don't do it for me.
Oh, okay.
I think we can just
Wouldn't do
normally
it for me
think.
either. I think that's a GM privilege.
Oh, okay. Oh dear.
Oh, we
Oh,
can
you're
we can alt
triangle.
thing though.
How'd you change your shape?
Alt.
Yeah, let's just spend the whole session playing with our pings.
I like playing with things.
Be the first time.
So, which way then? Left or right? Right heads up into this actual town, and left will head down towards the lake. To the Savasi.
Might sound strange, but I'm a fan of heading back towards the town, covering our tracks, making sure nothing's coming up behind us.
Okay.
You are the smart one. That's sensible.
Right. I guess there's more sewer that way. I mean, the old town didn't really have much of in a way of a sewer. It just had a central line. The only buildings really that were serviced by that were the castle and the docklands. So, we go upstream. Come on then.
Upstream for, I don't know, a little bit. Make sure there's nothing following us, and then head back down.
As he stands up off the small sort of bench that he's been sat on, he pulls out a hand axe and he puts his hand through a knotted loop on the end of the handle and then grabs hold of the actual wooden handle itself. And in his other hand, he pulls out a crossbow pistol. He gives a whistle to his two dogs, and then they come and stand either side of him as he says, "Let's go." And he turns a right out of this small antechamber and heads up. And as you're heading up, you can see that the dwarves have integrated a weir system coming down into the old part of town as you get further up. And this weir allows the breakage of the sewage as it comes down the hill. It's noisy. It's also very smelly, but it's also noisy as well as the water is rushing down. You get a little bit of storm water here, so it's not as bad. It smells of fresh water that's rolling down at the moment. So it's flushing the system out, if you like. As you start to head upwards, whereabouts into the part of the new town do you want to go to?
I was thinking, just looking at our map here, we'd sort of get to, where Chris is pinging, and just sort of get eyes on and see if, I don't know, we can put something in the way to make it difficult to follow us.
Sure. Okay.
Like an ogre.
I mean, I'm down, but I feel like Scott would be real bored.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't rely on it.
I think Craig
Walk
there
on.
on his own it'd be quite interesting.
How many seconds it takes him for it to get bored.
It would certainly feel safer.
Okay.
I kind of like Craig with us.
How fast are you travelling? Because the gentleman's name that is with you, he is. Oh no, wrong bit. His name is Ernst Pilzer. I'll put that in chat.
I double click on it to minimise it, Scott.
Ernest.
Yeah, Ernest Pilzer. That's his name. And he's travelling at a slow pace. You can ask him to pick it up if you wish.
I'll just match his pace.
Okay. You see that.
Me and Drumlock are dwarfs, so we're hardly going to be running very fast.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and not only that.
I doubt Crag will be able to move very easily in a sewer, given his size.
Yeah. As you start to move off, Ernest says to you all, he says, I suggest you to use short weapons. If you're using anything long and you're not trained down in these tight spaces, it's going to be difficult.
I assume Craig can't even.
How good is the visibility down here?
It's pitch black, but you do notice that each of the dogs has a small bullseye lantern on them, which shines ahead.
Aww,
Okay.
that's pretty cool.
This allows Ernest to keep his hands free. And as he moves on, he says, I keep the dogs with me. I lost the last two during the attack from the gutter runners.
Well, it seem damn sight handy in keeping visibility up.
Yeah. They're also loyal to a fault. Early warning as well. Anyway, let's keep moving. And he starts to make his way further in towards the new part of town. I would like. Anyway, right, I'm going to roll the dice. And I would like somebody to roll a d6, please. Okay. You come up to a side here, roughly, where a smaller sewer has come out and it's collapsed. You're going to have to jump across the gap, but due to this slime, due to the slime on the walkway, you're going to have to make a challenging athletics roll, please.
Blessings.
Yeah.
Who is closest to Craig?
And it's going to be challenging.
Who becomes a human pancake?
So Ernest jumps across quite easily. Henry, you fall in the sewage. Dremlock, Henry, Rocco all fall into the sewage. As you slip, and then your footing gives way on the loose stone and land splash into the actual sewage itself. I need you all to make easy endurance tests, please. And Craig, you land on top of them. With a bigger splash. Yeah, so yeah, Dremlock, you're okay.
test.
Rocco's good. Craig's
So
alright.
what was the difficulty?
Easy.
Well, I give it a lead.
Yeah, you're all good. Who's doing Durox? Is Chris in? Is Steve in?
I'm here.
No, he's not.
He's not.
No,
Steve's not here yet. I'll do that. Yeah.
Well, can you also save me from these clocks?
If you click the X button, it should close it.
No, it's gone straight back.
They just come straight back, Rob.
Oh,
I think every time time changes, the clock reappears, and time is always changing.
oh, okay.
I got rid of my clock.
Oh, what am I doing?
Did you?
Ow.
It's-
I double click on the clock where it says clock. Double click it, and that shrinks
Yeah.
it down.
I just
Yeah.
clicked close and it closed and went away.
I just get 2 clocks when I try that.
I don't know then.
Oh, you got. What happens if you click it again? Do you get third clock or full clock?
If you click,
Sometimes.
if you double click the title bar, it should just minimise.
I just get a second clock. I
That's,
get one in front of it. That minimises,
that's weird because it doesn't do that on my end.
but then I can't get rid of the other clock. Oh,
You
half a second.
you can. There's a little tag in the bottom right. You can actually shrink it.
Oh, now I've got 3 clocks.
My clock's come back.
Yeah, because I just changed the time. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so, yeah. I don't know. Hang on there. I wonder if there's a setting I can do.
300 clock now, apparently.
Because I use the clock to keep track of time for stuff.
People tend to do
Yeah.
clock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I've still got the other one that says,
Oh, the date and the time and everything.
yeah,
Yeah. I don't know then, mate, because it minimises on my end and it can close it as well. So I don't know on that.
Refreshing.
yeah, I might do that.
Well,
Right.
it's fine for me.
Is there on yours on the far left near the icons? There should be like a little clock icon. You might be able to turn it off and on there.
Oh, I tried that, yeah, couldn't do anything.
Oh, okay then. I don't know on
I'm
that one.
just refreshing them now. So,
Okay, mate.
fingers crossed.
So everybody falls in apart from Durox. He manages to jump over easily.
I don't fall in, do I?
I thought you fell in.
Crag fell in, so he probably pushed everybody else in.
No, Nicholas also made it across.
Way.
Okay, but everyone else that fell in, you all passed your endurance test, but you get out and you stink. Hoo-wee.
Nicholas is standing far, far away from the Newcomer guys now.
Ernest, he just sort of chuckles. And he says, watch your footing, lads, come on. And he grabs hold of you. Yeah, he grabs hold of your wrists and helps pull you out of the predicament. Nothing dangerous or anything, but it's a little bit embarrassing. And you continue.
Smells like poop.
Yeah, you all smell like poo. And you make your way, you're making your way towards this junction. As you make your way,
Crag
Ernest
stopped wiping himself off.
Ernest says,
He was in his cloak.
as you make your way, Ernest says, these tunnels are kept relatively clean and safe. It's the other end, really, that we will need to be concerned about. But this is a junction, as you can see. He points upstream. It says that main one leads to the Abbey, and of course goes over to the left to the Widow's Comfort. To the left, to the left of us, it heads towards where used to be Charlotte's place, and along the road to Hermsdorf and the Chapel of Verena. And then to the right, it heads off up into Sylvania itself, and the Stone Circle to
Charlotte's
the
place.
Strigan Mound. Aye, Charlotte's place.
be
She patched me up
interesting,
last time I got wounded. Nice lass.
That's where we heard the voices. That's where we should head for.
Yeah, it's maybe not as nice as she might have seemed.
Oh, she patched me up after I got molested by those damned rats.
I'm sure she was good at her job, but didn't stop her being a worshipper of the Changebringer. She tried to kill us.
Yes, but don't forget she did patch up your eye.
She did a damn good job.
That's a shame. She was quite a nice lass too. Anyway, let's get moving. I want everyone to make a perception roll, please. As Ernest starts to move off.
I am just reloading because I tried to fix the clock and ended up being attacked by about 5 clocks. So
Oh shit! Oh, okay.
Oh my god, I
I'm
actually
still-
succeeded
I'm
a
still
perception
reloading as
roll.
well.
Oh, nice.
I
Okay.
should do better than to play with the clock.
Wow. Saw something.
You did, Henry. As you're turning left to head towards the sewers that lead under Charlotte's house, surgery, you look in the actual effluent of the sewers, Henry, and notice a gleam of white bone. And as the water pushes it, you notice it's actually a human skull. And then you see an eyeball floating and a finger.
I try and fish them out.
You can.
It's to unlock.
As you're fishing them out with your cane, trying to get them and pull them to the side, from the north of you, of where you are, a torrent of effluent comes down from above. Do you look, because it's pretty close, and you notice that it's also filled with various human body parts.
I have an idea where these body parts all came from. I think I have an explanation for why the guards didn't find anything.
You see Ernest moving away from you, heading down the other corridor, or other channel, if you like, towards Charlotte's surgery. He starts to... Are you following or not?
Didn't we hold for a second? Henry's just found something a little alarming.
No? Then he comes back.
A theory is developing in my mind. It's ruminating and stirring. What
Just
if?
look.
What if Pie Shop wasn't using human bodies to make pies? Instead, is using the bodies to feed the ratmen in the sewers?
I mean, there's potential there. We just don't know.
Wait, what? You're saying that the pie shop is feeding the rat men with body parts?
Just a theory. And I looked through the window into their kitchen. I definitely saw some eyeballs floating in the soup.
Well, that's disgusting.
No.
Some-
It is.
Make people pie.
But some people eat that stuff.
People pie. Yum.
He just looks at you, put Crag, and he goes, You ate the pies? With people in them.
All the pies.
Crag eats everything.
All the pies.
Also, he ate all the pies. Why do you think he got so big?
Oh no. Well,
And then he pats Henry on the head.
I mean,
Touch him.
I won't be surprised about what the ogre does and doesn't eat, and more about what the baker puts in her pies.
yeah, I'm kind of worried now.
Don't be worried. There is nothing to worry about.
Exactly, there's nothing to worry about. Steve's here now.
Exactly.
We need
There's
to
nothing
tell.
to worry about.
We need to tell the guards.
Yes, Steve.
Yeah, Steve.
Hi.
We
It's
need
the
to.
best thing Steve could come into. There is nothing to worry about.
We need to tell the guards about this.
Yep, already done it. They investigated and didn't find anything.
Oh, that's not possible. They must have got a tip off from somebody then.
So we're going to have to try a different tact.
All right.
We'll worry about that problem another time. We have got a plan B to that particular problem.
Really? Would you mind sharing that with me?
It involves fire.
Oh, I like this plan.
I wasn't aware of this plan.
No,
That was
you
the
weren't.
original plan.
You were not present when we discussed this plan.
Okay. Can somebody roll a d6 for me, please?
I rolled last time, so I'll give someone else a chance.
I'm still loading.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm on
Cheers.
2%.
Thank you, Nicholas.
That's absolutely awesome.
So are we still heading to
You hear
Charlotte's?
that in the background.
Yeah.
About 2 seconds.
So are we
Thanks,
still
Ian.
heading to Charlotte's place?
Absolutely. Lead the way, my good sir.
Aye, okay, follow me then. He turns, he goes, "Shh. Bertie, Bessie, follow me. Heel. And the dogs start to trot alongside him. They seem relatively calm and quiet down in this dark place. It's unusual for dogs to be in such a confined space as this, but they seem to be well trained. You notice that Ernest is wearing leather armour all over and is travelling very light down here. He eventually stops at a sewer grate and he looks up and he says, "This should be Charlotte's basement here."
Go and have a look.
Right. So look up. Does it look familiar?
Yeah, it does. To you guys, yeah.
In which case, I guess we're just going to have a look around and see what we can see.
Okay.
Any signs of demons?
What, in the sewers?
Yes.
Okay, roll perception, please.
Kill the demon trap.
Oh, wow.
Is everyone rolling?
Yeah, if you all want to roll, yeah.
All gonna have a
No,
look.
it can last.
Okay. Interesting. Is Durox also rolling perception?
Yes.
And
just
Crag?
bear with me.
'Cause
I'm
Crag-
Rowena, everybody's favourite character.
Yeah, Rowena, yeah.
Hey!
Nice.
Oh, I forgot about Rowena.
Okay. He's going to go nuts.
If he ever comes back.
One day.
Yeah, if he comes back. Okay, so let's see. Crag, the first thing you notice is that this seems to be
If this is a
Recent-
smell, sorry, if this is a smell thing, I get my acute sense as well.
oh, okay. Yeah, you get a strong sense of smell that would you know what it is? Roll I think
I think.
I think it is outdoor survival, please.
Bit like I can
All right. You're not quite sure, but you think you can smell the remnants of rats here. Either a lot of them or big ones. It's left a scent.
I smell Henry. No, I smell
What?
Nicholas. Okay. Big rat, I think.
Where? Crag, point! Show us!
Go,
Boys,
lassie,
come
go.
on!
And as they're doing that, Domlock, your keen eyes pick up that there are faint footprints left in the mould, in the slime mould. It's covering the stonework. And some of the spider webs have been disturbed recently.
Well, they were here not too long ago. See if I can find out which way they went, and I'll look around on the floor and try and see which way the tracks were leading.
Okay. You can see that they stopped here. They seem to paddle around a little bit, but they didn't go any further than Charlotte's place, and they headed back towards Junction from whence you came.
I only came from the junction. We'll follow back that way and see if we can pick up the trail again.
Okay. Now you know what you're looking for. It should be easier, should I say. I would like somebody to roll a d6, please.
I can do it this time.
Okay. Yep, okay.
Money.
You get back to the junction, and you have another look around to reorientate yourself, and you realise that there are a few tracks this way, but not many. You do see two sets, though, heading up into the actual main town itself, but the most travelled route is this way with those clawed feet back towards the old town.
Well, that was what we already thought we knew. The rats came from down that way somewhere. And maybe it was them we heard under Charlotte's. We thought it was something related to demons and devils, but no. The rats.
Rats are a lot easier to kill. That's a good thing.
Well, Nicholas, I agree.
Gonna do now. We're gonna go kill a load of rats.
I think so. Shall we... Can we still see any body parts floating around the, where we saw those?
The pie from the underneath the pie shop, yeah, there are some more. They're sort of bobbing around, but they're slowly being sent down towards the actual lake, or the outlet, should I say, as they start to make their way down the weir system.
I guess I'm trying to fish in with something and just chuck them up on the side, you know, just so that they're not all flushed away and we've still got some evidence sat here on the side.
Okay, yep. You're just leaving them on the side then?
For now. I don't want to carry them with us.
Yep, okay. Ernest Pilzer, for Steve, who has arrived a bit late. Ernest Pilzer is the sewer jack sergeant, mate.
Okay.
He's apologised for his outburst in the office, but it was for your own good, he said, and for the good of his men, as his office is under surveillance.
Okay.
And he wanted to have the chance to explore this place with you, explore the sewers with you.
Oops.
So, which way now?
I feel like we know everything we came down this way for. Do we? I guess there's nothing we can do to block off this path without endangering your men, is there, Ernest?
Well, my men are further upstream. I made sure to keep them away from the old town tonight. I could call them and ask them to keep guard here.
That'd be good.
Okay.
Just, I don't want people following us, if that makes sense. Or if there are rats down here, I don't want to find out all of a sudden we've got rats in front and behind us.
Sure, no worries. Hang on. He fishes around in one of his pockets. He pulls out a whistle, and he looks upstream, and he puts his mouth over it. He starts to blow, and it starts off with a low pitch, and then he opens his hand out, and it goes to a real high pitch, and then he closes it again. It's very short, sharp, but you definitely heard it, and you hear a reply back from upstream. He says, "We'll wait here for about 10 minutes. If I was you, get some rest, sit down, have a break." Working these places it's kind of tough. So yeah, my office I think is under surveillance. The reason I know is that one of my lads said that they'd seen a rat-headed creature down here. I didn't think much to it, to be honest. I mean, I heard of them, I've seen them, I fought against the damn things myself, but here in Sitrudhof I didn't think they would be here. And I told him to keep quiet about it and not tell anyone to not start a panic. Obviously the boy couldn't keep his mouth shut, could he? He went to the inns and blabbed his mouth off. And, well, they found him dead. Green foam coming out of his mouth. Now, the reason I think my place is under surveillance from these things is because you just got that feeling something's watching you. You know what I'm saying? That weird sense that something's not quite right. The dogs have been on edge just of late too. Here they seem to be quite quiescent. Quiet. But in my office they're restless, they're pacing as though they know something's there. That's why I shut you down when you arrived in my office, and I apologise for that.
That's fine. It makes sense.
The lads they're good lads, but they're not well trained. I mean, I've had to train them up from scratch. The ones that I had were killed by the damn rat men. Like I said, I just barely escaped myself. I knew that it was down here, but I just don't know where. Vicious little buggers, that's what they are. Chip Butty.
Oh, that chip buddy.
I mean,
Yeah, I wasn't
chip
impressed.
butties are beautiful, but fuck me, that's not what you want.
No,
Not when
not.
you order a kebab.
no. So, if you just sat around waiting, it takes round about half an hour for the other sewer jacks to make their way to you. You see the lantern light approaching first, and then you see a group of 5 people, and each one of them has a dog training alongside them. They see Ernest Pilser stood there with you, and and they all sort of give a curt salute to him, and he beckons them over. He says, "Right, lads, got an important task for you. Forget about the patrol. Myself and these fine gentlemen here, and lady, is we're going to the old town. What we want you guys to do, though, is stop here at the junction. Make sure no one follows us, and if you find any more body parts, fish them out for us, will you? And keep them safe." They look at the body parts and well, you can see the going green a little bit. Yeah, sure, boss. So we stay here until when? Until you hear from me, or sunrise, whichever is closest. If sunrise comes, well, best send the city guard down, because I don't think we'd be alive. But if I come back for you, then you know that we're done. He turns and to you guys and says, "Come on, we got till sun up. Let's keep moving. We're picking the pace.
Right.
Picking up the pace. Let's go." So, as he picks up the pace, I would like everyone to make a easy athletics roll, please.
Easy.
Yeah.
You said last time.
Oh, why isn't my sheet scrolling? Oh no, don't do.
Can somebody roll for Rowena as well, please? Cheers. Yep. You all manage to keep your footing. You all jump over as well the collapsed culvert on the way back quite easily. Apart from Nicholas and Crag. Oh dear.
Pissed last time, and now I have to deal with the consequences.
So I need you both to make a very easy endurance test.
Are you sure those were easy?
Oh, hold on. I just maybe I didn't roll it on easy. Athletics.
Yeah, very easy.
Oh, very easy. Oh, no, I didn't.
No, I did it on easy.
I'll re-roll them.
Hey.
So Nicholas is all right. Because you
Well,
know
that's
it's
all
there.
right.
This is just to see if you fall over, lose your footing on the slime and whatnot. So Crag, do you want to re-roll, mate, on very easy, please?
Let's go this really slowly.
Yep, you're okay. And somebody roll a d6 for me, please.
Who isn't there to go yet?
Me.
Okay. As you're making your way down the sewers at a faster pace, you glance across Crag and notice that part of the sewer wall itself is either been removed or it's collapsed inwards, showing a tunnel leading off away from the actual sewers here. But it's covered in cobwebs.
Craig just sticks his head in and goes, "Blue!"
It's held up with crude wooden supports, as though it's been worked, but it hasn't been used for a long time. And you continue down towards the old town. You get to the edge of the old town, back to the small chamber that you entered via, and Ernest starts to slow the pace, and he says, "Right, just up here, we got an offshoot that goes underneath the castle itself, the old castle, with various branches everywhere, and openings into the dungeons. Further down, we got the docklands, but left or right, not much other than that. There's a smaller gullies up on the surface that lead to the central part, which is this sewers here. So where do you want to go first, guys?"
I think we should split up and search for clues.
I don't.
Splitting up sounds dangerous.
Well, if you want to split
I
up,
would rather we stuck together.
I'd rather we stuck together too. But if you want to split up, I mean, I'm pretty good in a fight. I don't know about the rest of you though.
I'm excellent, but
I don't need to reload my weapon anymore.
Well, in that case, then, if you want to split up, I would go with.
No,
I'll
no,
take-
no, no.
No, Henry, stay.
I was going to say,
Looks like we're staying together because we are a democracy, and I have been outvoted.
oh, okay. In that case, then, which way do you want to go, then, guys?
We do eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Easier way to do this. I'll look at the floor and see if I can tell which way the tracks go.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he's smart, isn't he?
Roll outdoor survival, please. Oh, nice. Yeah. You see boot prints down here in the slime as well, Dwemlock, as you get closer to the old town. You see footprints mixed in with those of webbed feet, also of hooves. You also see the familiar clawed feet of the ratmen. They tend to... you see all these feet head towards the docklands, but then there's also some that go to under the old castle as well. The ones that go to the old castle are predominantly the clawed feet that you're familiar with of the Skaven. All the other types of feet, though, tend to head towards the docklands. Ernest is looking at them and he's scratching his head and he goes, "What the bloody hell's going on down here?"
Well, up to you, Ernest. We can try and figure that out, or we can go kill the rats.
One thing at a time. The rats are an infestation. Let's deal with them first, and then we'll figure out what these bloody footprints are that head towards the dock. Let's make a sweep of this place, shall we?
Aye. Alright. Follow the rats.
Alright. Follow me then. And he heads off to his right. And you notice that this sewer, although it's older, not made by dwarven hands either, it's relatively well travelled, considering it's meant to be abandoned. There are torches here and there, which is odd. And Ernest is now looking visibly shaken at this, as he's looking at the torches, and he's shaking his head and saying, "This ain't right. My men wouldn't do this. Build up with gases and whatnot. Naked flame." And as you pass by one of the torches, I want Dwemlock and Henry both to make perception rolls, please.
Dwemlock is I.
You notice that they have a strange green tint to them, Dwemlock. And
Green is in chaos green.
Yeah, you realise that these torches are possibly fueled by warpstone. Yeah, Henry's not as well versed in this.
Well,
Right.
don't touch the torches.
And you head out. And Ernest points at a sewer grating and he says, "Up here. This will take us into the castle dungeons, I guess, if that's where we're heading."
Is it the end of the path, or does it still go on?
No, this is the end.
Alright.
Shall we go up?
Aye.
Alright, okay. And I'll just preload. As he starts to undo, well, he looks at it and he says, "This is weird as well. This should be padlocked." And he slowly takes the grating off. You can also see that it's been used recently, as there's not a lot of rust. And there's scrape marks where it's been dragged across the floor. He hauls himself out of the sewers and then helps each and every one of you up as well.
Fine, gent.
Yeah. And you all enter into what would have been under the castle itself, the old castle above. He starts to follow the corridor through, following the footprints in the dust and the debris that's been left over years of neglect, as it opens out into a large chamber. And I will drag you all across. And you see the roof is supported by pillars, and to your right are stairs that go up, and to your left is an open tunnel that looks like it's been dug out with clawed hands. It smells very bad in here of rats in close proximity to one another, and you can hear a constant chittering sound. As you enter, it stops, and you feel the sense of red beady eyes all turning to look at you. And in the darkness, you hear a voice. And it goes, "Stupid no-furs! What are you doing here? I sent you after the human no-furs that eat people. Money in it for you. Clinky, shiny gold. You go. You stay, you die."
Well, I guess you'll just have to try.
I think we need a group powwow first.
Give us a minute.
Just hang fire. Just need a quick chat.
Let's huddle and get in a circle.
So these are the things we need to kill.
You kill Nurgle's children. Yes. I give you gold. You like gold? Yes.
Or we could kill all the rats and take their gold anyway.
Good point.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Like that plan.
Everyone in favour say, yeah.
How many rats are there though?
Yeah, you can't really see how many there are, but if you want to do a evaluation roll or an intuition.
Yeah.
My intuition tells me that we are going to win this fight.
Durox and Dwemlock, you get the feeling that it's roughly even. The amount of chittering you can hear in the darkness, it's about even.
Alright.
I think we'll be fine. Let's stand our
In
ground.
that case, yeah. Just destroy them.
Okay.
Wait,
that's fine.
wait, one moment. It just said, I thought, it said that you were supposed to kill the Nurglings. What the fuck is going on, guys? It said
Why
it's already
about
got
that?
it said it's got a deal with you.
It's lying, obviously.
It thinks we got a deal with it, but we never actually agreed to anything.
And as you
Yes,
say
this
that,
is one of the ones in my eye.
as you say that, Henry, you hear the voice again in the darkness. It goes, "I sent you the note, no fur. Stupid no fur. Bearded one."
Correction. You sent a note to someone who can't read. That does not count as accepting a deal.
You can't read?
Right, that's it. I'm fucking kidding them. No one takes the piss out of me for my illiteracy.
Stupid Nova, can't read. Okay, in that case, we go into combat.
I knew that was
Charging off.
going to save me.
And my insecurities.
Or do unlock definitely just a little bit though.
Wow.
Okay, so be in combat. Oh, hang on,
Oh, it's coffee.
Crag.
There we go. Oh. You keep moving.
Oh, sorry. Okay, let's try now. There we
I
go.
have to chase it down the list.
Let's see. Let's see.
Don't forget, Rocco can go first if he wishes.
Yes, you can.
That's a good point. You can't see anything at the minute.
Okay.